Hello, lovely people of God. Welcome to Doreen's Gospel Wednesday, and we are still on the series of the names of God, characterized based on the relationship God had with His people. And today we are on that of Jehovah Raah or Jehovah Rohi, which means that the Lord is my shepherd. In our basic schools, everywhere we go, sometimes we recite Psalm 23, which has become like a basic thing to us. But I believe that the more we read the Word of God, the more we meditate on it, the more we get the rhema behind the Word of God. So today we are going to read Psalm 23 and break it down so that we get the rhema behind the Word. Psalm 23, it says that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures, leading me beside the still waters. This was a prayer that David, who was a shepherd boy, was praying at a particular point in his life. And the chapter 3 says, He restored my soul. He led me in the path of righteousness for His name's sake. With chapter 3, when we look at the story of Elijah in 1 Kings chapter 19, after he had been defeated, Elijah was worried, and he asked that God take his life. But God, being a good shepherd, never abandoned his own Elijah. He was there for him at every point in time. And He sent angels to feed him day and night. And he was able to restore his strength. Chapter 4 says that, Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. With chapter 4, when we look at the scenario of Daniel being thrown into the lion's den, he never gave up because he knew that Jehovah Raah was there with him. And therefore, Jehovah Raah shuts the mouth of the lion. We have to know that God is there to help and protect us. He protects His own. He's never going to let any bad thing happen to His own, especially when you put all your trust in Him. He never disappoints. And therefore, He never disappointed Daniel in the lion's den. Chapter 5 says that, Though thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies, thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. We'll look at the story of Ruth. After all her hardship, her loss, she was connected to Naomi, and at the end, she came into contact with Boaz. So therefore, we have to know that even through our darkest moments, things are not going on, people will laugh at us. God has a perfect plan for us, because at the end of all that Ruth went through, God brought her close to her Boaz for His purpose and future to be pursued. Chapter 6 says that, Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. When we look at the story of Abraham, God made Abraham come out from his home country to a land, a different land. And He said, I'm going to make you a great nation. Abraham did not know how it was going to happen, but he believed that since God, Jehovah Raah, has said it, then He has a perfect plan and it's going to lead him at every step. Let's look at a scenario where someone is leading you in a muddy area and he steps and then you take another step, and you know that as the person takes that step, the person never falls down or slumps. That is the same way God is guiding us. Therefore, if God takes the step, we should be ready to take the step after Him, because we know that He's leading us to a path that is good and not a path of evil. Therefore, as Christians, we have to come to a realization that God, being our shepherd, is not a distant deity who just guides us, and He is always there with us. He is concerned about everything that we do. When we look at the parable of the lost sheep in Luke chapter 15, it makes us understand that God is concerned about everyone. Leaving 99 sheep just to look for one shows that God is really concerned of one person repenting to come to Him. Therefore, today it is my urge that we relax in our seats, and let God take the lead and lead us to the perfect place He wants us to be. When we are working, it should always be the perfect will of God. Let's relax. As I am relaxed in my seat, that He directs our path. and believe that we are loved. He never leaves us alone. He's always right beside us to lead us. Just ask God, what should I do? And He's ready to give you whisper, that tiny voice, whisper into our ear that, my daughter, do this, my son, take this direction. And I know that it's going to be glorious at the end. Why don't you relax and stop being worried? Because He is your shepherd, and as a good shepherd He is, nothing bad is going to come near you. Stay blessed and have a nice day. Bye.